Infinite Warfare isn't exactly the most popular Call of Duty title ever. I'd say it's one of the least popular CoD games since CoD 4, which was made around a decade ago now. But there are actually a bunch of really good features in this game, which I do hope to see in future Call of Duties, especially World War 2, which is coming very soon. And in this video, I'll be sharing 5 features from Infinite Warfare which they have done amazingly well, which I hope to see in Call of Duty World War 2. The first feature which I think is really great about Infinite Warfare is how they've handled DLC weapons since the game has been released. And if you guys don't play much Infinite Warfare, you can get every single DLC gun in the game for free without opening a single supply drop, aside from one melee weapon, which is the axe. And every other gun in the game though, you can actually unlock for free. If you guys have the season pass, you get them automatically, and if you don't have the season pass, you can complete a challenge, and the challenges are actually fairly simple to do. So for example, the model 1887 was added to Infinite Warfare recently, named the M2187, and you can get this gun for free if you guys have the season pass, or you can complete this challenge where you have to complete 15 matches where you got at least 10 kills with akimbo weapons. So really simple challenge to do, honestly, and you can get that within a couple of hours. And I really love how they have handled the DLC weapons in Infinite Warfare so far, and I really hope they have a similar feature for World War 2. Feature number 2, which I really like about Infinite Warfare, is contracts. Now, we did see contracts in Black Ops 3, and you could do daily and weekly contracts, and both of these would actually give crypto keys as the only reward, which was kind of nice. You'd be able to open a couple more supply drops a week because of these contracts, but I think in Infinite Warfare they've handled contracts a lot better. You have them from multiplayer as well as zombies, and you do only have weekly contracts instead of weekly and daily, but in my opinion, the rewards are a lot better. So this week I have to destroy 10 enemy score streaks, and if I do that, I can actually get a supply drop which guarantees me a rare or legendary weapon, which is pretty damn good, honestly. And there's also a second weekly contract for multiplayer where I have to get 75 kills whilst aimed down sights, and if I do that, I unlock 3 rare supply drops. So in my opinion, the rewards in this game are much better for completing contracts. And recently, Infinity Ward did add contracts for zombies as well, which is really cool. You get 2 a week once again, and they have pretty good rewards as well. So the 2 I currently have, the first one is to use the magic wheel or the mystery box 15 times. And if I do that, I'll earn 500 salvage, which is pretty awesome. That'll be enough to craft a rare variant, so pretty good stuff right there. And I also need to get 100 kills with traps, which will give me 30 keys, which will be the equivalent of 1 rare supply drop. The third feature which I like about this game is a bit of a minor one, but I think it's actually really cool. Basically, when they release DLC zombies maps for Infinite Warfare, they actually add more challenges to the game as well, which is really awesome. So you have these soul challenges, which some of them you can complete on any map, and then they have a bunch of challenges for each individual map. So we have some for Rave in the Redwoods, Shaolin Shuffle, and the new map Attack of the Radioactive Thing. And I think this adds a lot more replayability to the maps, and you can earn like 13 calling cards with each DLC pack, because they were added to the game. And I actually think it's just a really awesome feature, and they've never actually done it before in a Call of Duty, so I really hope they actually do add more challenges and calling cards with the DLC packs in the future. The fourth feature which I really enjoy in Infinite Warfare has got to be the mission teams, which I think are actually an amazing addition to the game, and I really hope they are featured in World War 2 as well, because they just add a lot more things to do in the game, in my opinion. Basically, mission teams are like mini series of challenges, and you can choose one team to play for, and you can rank it up by completing challenges for them. It's not like you have to do them, but they change each game. So, for example, for the Blood Anvil, one of the missions you can do is to earn 2 triple kills in a single game. And if you do so, you can rank up your mission team, and the max level is 100. And by leveling it up, each time you can get yourself some salvage, some camos, some weapon variants. And I just think these are an amazing feature, and they add a lot more rewards to the game, and they're really fun if you want something new to do. The final feature which I really enjoy about Infinite Warfare has got to be the weapon variety, which I think is probably one of the best I've ever seen in a Call of Duty. There are just so many guns in this game which are viable to use, either if you use a specific variant, or just the base gun itself can be absolutely amazing. I can name a ton of them off the top of my head. We have the MV4, the K-Bar, the Type 2, the Xeon, the Trencher, the ERAD, the Titan, the Moolah. We have all these guns like the OSA. There's just so many guns which you can use in this game, and all of them are really good to use, and you're not going to be at like a super disadvantage if you're using pretty much any gun in the game. I hope they can nail the weapon variety in Call of Duty World War 2 because that is going to make the game super fun to play, and if I get bored of using one specific weapon, I'll be able to switch to a bunch of other weapons. But that just about wraps up 5 features which I really enjoy in Infinite Warfare, and I hope to see in Call of Duty World War 2 obviously. Remember, this is just my opinion and you guys can feel free to agree or disagree. Let me know down in the comments below. But if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe for more Call of Duty, but I'll see you guys in my next video.